Well, I just got back from seeing Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and it was awesome. If you're a Indiana Jones fan, don't listen to all the haters. You're gonna have a blast, and I'll tell you why. It had everything an Indiana Jones movie should have. It had the Nazis, it had the fighting, it had the chase scenes, the motorcycles, the sound of the punches. It's very specific to Indiana Jones. It had that. It had the warmth, the comedy of a classic Indiana Jones is all there. It was the world travel. You travel all around the world, the locales. It completely felt Indiana Jones. The beginning, if you hear other reviews, they rave about the beginning. Beginning is awesome. The de aging didn't bother me. You could tell that it is de aging, but I had a blast seeing Indiana Jones looking like his former self. Time travel, Dial of Destiny is awesome. I heard people talk about the ending and how some people were disappointed. Don't listen to that. Ending was great. It was awesome, fantastical. The gang is all there. It was such a fun time. I love the Indiana Jones movies. The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull wasn't as good as the first three, but I still had fun watching it. This was far and away way better than that, of course. Um, this is one that I would buy and I'll continue rewatching the way I rewatch the classic Indiana Jones 1 through 3. It's that good. Um, yeah, it had the warmth. It had the whole thing. It had the whole thing. Where they went with the story was awesome. My theater was clapping at the end. I was clapping. I wasn't looking for um, character development, crying, you know, none of that stuff. I wanted a nice, fun adventure with Indiana Jones, classic Indiana Jones adventure. I got that, but I did actually shed a tear at the end too, and I wasn't expecting that. The graphics were great, beautiful. The They had the action, a lot of action in there, a lot of traveling. If you like adventuring and traveling around the world in the movies, this is right there. You know, I'm actually, it's like almost 2 in the morning right now. Got home from the theaters and I'm watching Temple of Doom. That's how excited and how happy I was with the movie that I want to go back and watch right away the Indiana Jones series again. So, if you love Indiana Jones, if you're a fan, you know, and you read the other reviews and you're like, oh man, or some of the reviews that are negative, don't don't listen to that. Don't don't let it stop you from going to the movies to watch this. This is an awesome adventure, another awesome adventure with Indiana Jones, and I'm so happy. I can't wait when it comes on Blu-ray, 4K. I'm gonna buy it, and it'll be in my rotation. I actually kind of want to go and watch it again in the movie theaters. To be honest, there's. I also heard another criticism that some people think it's too long. It's not too long. It's I was not at the edge of my seat because it was like um, like crazy stuff going on. But I was hooked. Every scene I was hooked. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happens now? What happens now? And I'll tell you, there's a point the right from the beginning, you get the feel of Indiana Jones. It feels Indiana Jones. The whole movie feels it, but especially right in the beginning, it hooks you. It's Indiana Jones. But there was a moment in the, I guess it was in the middle of the movie, that I was like, oh my gosh, this feels so deep like Indiana. And I'll tell you, this is non spoiler, but I'll tell you, it's actually in the trailer. In the trailer, there's a scene where he's like at the end of the table with his whip, and there's people that pull out all their guns, and he whips them. That scene, just the locale of it, where they are, all the feels were there, you know? All the feels were in the beginning, all the feels were there. I was like, okay, let's go. So, had an awesome time at the movies watching Indiana Jones, a total Indiana Jones adventure. Don't don't let the negative reviews stop you from going to see this movie if you're an Indiana Jones fan. And if you're not an Indiana Jones fan, you will love this movie too. It's a fun adventure. It is a 100% fun adventure. So, anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble about one of my favorite movie series of all time, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. For this, superb. Had a blast. All right. Till next time. Bye bye.